was Mark Antony, Cleopatra, and Julius Caesar. So Mark, no obesity for me, and Cleopatra is not for me. Anyways, I'll just show you something. The people, they breed women based on what I like, so I have to show people this. Because there's one woman here, she pretends that she's Cleopatra, and she looks like Cleopatra to me. I'll show you this one first. So I don't want the breeding machine to breed women that look like this. I'm not attracted to that whatsoever. Unfortunately, there's a system that makes people that are sexual predators, they usually violate animals. Monkeys like this. But this makes me want to cut off my penis and burn it and throw it away. But this, on the other hand, athletic curvy, I like. Right, so Marcus O'Thrill Chris. Marcus O'Thrill Chris loves athletic curvy women, ladies. I have some awesome moves I could show you with my finger. My finger, I got some awesome moves. Awesome moves. Like if you can see that, then you're probably a predator right now. But basically, I can simulate with my mind. I can make electrical signals go around my finger. Right? So I would be able to do the same thing with my penis. Right? In your erogenous zones. Right in your erogenous zones. Right? I'd hit you right in the orgasms. Oh, once, there's this thing, you gotta pump your own tires. You know what that means? You gotta build yourself up, you gotta pump your own tire. So there was this one woman who made me stop performing cunnilingus after 8 times. She hit her magic moment 8 times, and then she needed me to get inside her after that. I was on pause, but here we go. This is a song I wrote on my other profile. Cheeky panties. Cheeky panties are saying, come and spank me. I gotta thank me. I love all the colors. The vibrance is alluring, and all will be cured. Only your lust. Sadly, I'm needed to be desired, so I can't have just one heart for me to admire. Love the satin cheeky panties. What a blessing to see. I'm a fan. Your ass looks like artistry. Love the look of the lace. I can address you with my teeth. Once in the metal like a taco I will eat. As you play with my hair, where's the happy button? Oh, right there. As I admire your torso, in your rhythm like a horoscope. As our eyes meet, your climax surely creeps ever closer as you guide me faster, slower. Cheeky panties are saying, come spank me. I gotta thank you. I love all the colors. The vibrance is alluring, and I will be cured. Only your lust. Sadly, I'm needed to be desired, so I can't have one heart just for me to admire. Love the satin cheeky panties. And it was all because of those damn cheeky panties. I gotta thank these. Love the cheeky panties. Every time I get I will grab that ass, bring you near. From behind I admire you bouncing, getting me off. Just like home, you feel so soft from inside. Cheeky panties are saying, come and spank me. I gotta thank these. I love all the colors. The vibrance is alluring, and I will be cured. Only your lust. Sadly, I'm needed to be desired, so I can't have one heart just for me to admire. Love the satin cheeky panties. The cheeky panties. I need anything in the bottom drawer. Not that. Grab some more. A little to the left, a little to the right. Yup. Hold it right there. Just right. I'm gonna have some fun tonight. Cheeky panties are saying, come and spank me. I gotta thank these. I love all the colors. The vibrance is alluring, and I will be curing only your lust. Sadly, I'm needed to be desired, so I can't have one heart just for me to admire. Love the satin cheeky panties. Nobody could outrank me. Make some alluring, throbbing, gyrating vibrations on stage. So this is so as you can see, I'm gonna try to get myself wrinkles here on film. Let's see if I can make my eyes. So anyways, as you can see, I have evolved human biology, so I'm able to adjust my voice, and I'm able to make some sensual sounds, and read your torso like a horoscope. Watch the rhythm. And one of my favorite lines is, "Oh, Canada, I got that PhD in seduction. Make your body start erupting. I want to be that legend between your thighs. One way you can't sleep at night. The bedroom looks like a natural disaster. Call FEMA to clean it up afterwards." I'm very creative. Anyways, check out my other, The Monarch Eminence on TikTok. There's some songs I made, one called Grandma Panties. It's a fun song. And then Long and Thin, slides right in. Short and Thick does the trick. That's a prostitute must have came up with that one. And She Catfished You is another fun one. And then Modern Casanova, a panty remover. And then and God, space, in space, the space, flesh. There might be some awesome videos on there. But anyways, check out my profiles. And Smarticus will strike again. Well, first of all, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Well, anyways, guys, you want to master, I guess I'll give you one tip. First thing, okay, so when you're with a woman and you're getting close, like you're near her, right? You want to see if she allows you to touch her, right? So you want to, like, maybe your leg touch her leg, right? And if she doesn't, if she goes like that, right, then you know that she's not into you, right? But if she doesn't do anything, the next thing you do this, you'd be like this. See, there's her leg. You'd be like, "Hey, I remember," and you touch her thigh. You touch her thigh, and you just leave it there and see what she does, right? If she doesn't do anything, then you could proceed with next thing you know, you could start nibbling on her neck. You could do whispering soft, sweet nothings in her ear, and then that's what you do. You know what my grandfather did? He used to have sex for his country. He slept with over 1,200 women for king and country. My family used to have sex for king and country. That's why I'm the bastard line, because I'm the true royal, and as slaves, we charm queens. That's what we do. Like Rasputin charmed Catherine the Great, we charmed their panties off. And if you're not good looking, guys, be handy. And if you're not handy, be funny. Be funny. Read some lines and watch old movies, old romantic movies. Like say from 5 years ago, nobody remembers those lines, but they would work on women. But don't, if you're trying to have a short-term relationship, don't win her heart. If you win her heart, you're going to suffer. That's bad karma. You're going to get punished for that if you try to win her heart, if you're just trying to get in her pants, right? But if you want just a sexual relationship, just be like I like the thing that we have going without getting emotions in the way. And say that, and because what happens is, I found in my relationships is somebody always, like, once sex happens, then things get complicated, and somebody always wants more than, like, at first it starts out just sexual, and then eventually the emotions get in the way, right? So that being said, when you're in high school, you're like, "Oh, that's my girlfriend, that's my boyfriend," but once you're, say, like 30, you don't call them your girlfriend, and she doesn't call you your boyfriend, even though you are, right? But you want to be like, if you want to lock her down, be like, "So, hey, are we exclusive? Are we exclusive?" You want to say that, because if not, don't be surprised if there's another guy or if there's another girl, right? So you want to make sure that there's some exclusivity in the relationship, right? And wear protection. And the best thing about masturbation is nobody gets pregnant. Nobody gets pregnant, right? So if you don't want any kids unplanned, masturbate, and nobody gets pregnant, right? So if you're young, like under 20, don't, like, because there's times when I was younger, because my grandfather, he told me how he had sex with like 1,200 women. My dad had sex with something like 400 women, right? So I thought that's what you did, right? and I idolized like James Bond and guys like that. So they would always have sex with women very, very fast in the movies. Like one scene later, then they're having sex, right? So I thought that's what you did. But I'll show you what I looked like at 19. Very handsome, and I was offered to go to New York and to try out for modeling, and I didn't do it because they wanted to change. They said I was too muscular, basically. But that's what I looked like at 19, and I'm related to Captain James Cook. I'm the true royal, basically. But so, anyways, I would have sex with these women, and I would enjoy myself. I had fun, but the next morning I felt like so dirty. Like I used myself. I gave myself away too easily, right? Where I should have just masturbated. Nobody's, because really, once, like I've been married, and I've been separated with my wife for 10 years now. Woo! 10 years separation. Hells to the yeah, motherfuckers. But anyways, so I have my kids. I'm glad about that. But 13 years I was with my ex-wife, and so really, other than like the first one, like I've slept with like something like 60 women, and other than my first partner, and very few of the 60 women do I remember, right? Because it was so meaningless. It was meaningless sex, right? It's not like when you're in love, you're having sex and you're staring into their eyes and your souls are melding, and it's way more substantial. It's more substance, right? But when you just have sex, meaningless sex, it's like with Tinder, like it's so superficial. And so anyways, when I was younger, I got felt dirty, and after my ex-wife, I slept with 12 women, and 8 within 2 months, because I had to sow my oats again. But then I couldn't now, but because the system, they hijack my body, so men rape me when I have sex with women, and the women that I have sex with, like I turned, like as a panhandler, I turned down. One black woman said that she wanted to take me home like a Christmas gift and unwrap me, and then another black woman opened up the door where I easily would have had sex, like could have turned the moment into sex. And this young blonde gave me a smile that I was guaranteed sex. And this other brunette, we kind of walked into each other's arms where that could have happened. And but anyways, I was staying in an ATM booth in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and this woman came in, and I wasn't, I kind of wanted her to leave, but then I'm like, after like 10, 20 minutes, I'm like, shit, I might as well turn this moment into sex. So then I did, and then but at the same time, she, I believe, allowed people to hijack, well, commandeer her, or she participated or whatever. But even though she gave me fellatio when we had sex, I stuck my penis in her maybe twice, and then they tried to make me inseminate her and get her pregnant, because I have evolved human biology. So they wanted me to impregnate her, but so I realized this, so I stopped having sex, like maybe after 1 or 2 times. But I went inside her, but she was giving me fellatio, and so they raped me through her. So women were raping me that I wouldn't have had sex with, and possibly kids. And as I was having sex, men would have been raping me, right? So I've abstained from sex mainly from 2016 to 2025, right? Because you want to have some substance, right? So if I had a regular biology, like unfortunately, not unfortunately, it's great for me. Like I'm biologically immortal, right? So I won't die of natural causes, not to be murdered, basically. And so I had on a dating account, I'm like, well, will you be my last first kiss, right? Because I'm in my 40s, right? The last thing I want to do is to be going to clubs and things like that. Like I would have wanted to settle down if I was a regular guy. Like I would want to have my last first kiss and have a girlfriend that we could grow old and then die, companionship, and die together or whatever, right? Like die eventually, but I don't die. Like eventually I don't die. So until I'm proclaimed king, then I'm going to abstain for sex, because I'm not able to protect myself from being raped by men or women. I've been I'm the most violated. Like I've been violated the most out of any human on the planet, because of my skill sets. Like I'm really, really creative. Like I've been the first in the world in 2 games. One was a math game. Like the questions might be like, say 32 times 56, and it would go down like that, and I would have to solve the question, like solve the answer. And I practiced, right? It was in 2015, 2016, so I was really good at it, and only artificial intelligence beat me. And I'll just show you how I put somebody on a straight flush in Texas Hold'em poker. So they told me through psyche interpretation, like, because computers just help these possible. And
It's in real life, right?
So they told me that I'm the best poker player that ever lived. And I have played, I probably played more poker than 95% of the people that ever played poker, because once COVID happened, I needed a hobby, so I started playing poker because I like video games and I wanted to get good at a game. So I'll just play the straight flush video, then I'll end the video.
The king of the club's coming. Had to, because I went all in. So I lost with ace 10 versus ace deuce.
But as you can see here in this video, like, the government of Canada has a censorship bill to prevent me from becoming famous because who I am. I'm a royal, and they don't want me to claim my thrones. Like, I see my thoughts in color, and when I look up at the stars, I see them in depth. I could tell that one's millions of miles further away than another one. Like, it looks pretty awesome, but they've hacked me most of my life, and I'll show you at the end of this video. I have unique back muscles that can't be refuted. That means denied. And right now they're saying that I have mental health issues, but they're not allowing me to have a positron emission tomography test, which would show my unique capabilities. Like, once it's me adjusting in testosterone or estrogen in my voice. So it's impossible for me to have a chemical imbalance. If I did, every single human on the planet would. And they're not giving me an x-ray to prove that I have a unique skeleton, right? Because they want to steal my evolutionary capabilities. I doubled my money in the stock market in 16 days. And with a mutual fund in 2016, it would take 12 years. But here's the straight flush video.
And then they hit the miracle club.
That's typical experience on Poker Stars. I drop a full or a flush, and I usually lose.
So that's no good. Yeah, usually when I go to a new city, I Google top 10 free things to do in the city, and then I'll do some of them, and then I'll spend money in the city as well. But usually I'm kind of on a tight bankroll, so I try to do as much free things as I can, and then save money on food. Instead of going to restaurants, I go to the grocery store so I could do attractions. I end up going to the restaurants every day, but at least one meal might be, if the hotel doesn't provide breakfast, it's like, okay, let's go to the grocery store and grab some bananas or some bread and run a flush draw. Let's see how this works out. It's only $2. I have to call because I have the nut flush, but I'm certainly going to lose because there's the straight flush and a four of a kind. So I think he might have the king. He had the king. So I would have folded if it was more than that, but I just wanted to show that I can put him on the king. If it was more than $2, I would have folded there because I knew that he had the straight flush. I knew he had the straight flush because that's my luck. If I had typical luck, I wouldn't have.
So I'm just going to rewind it because I'm pretty sure there was two possible. Yeah, you could have the 8 or the king.
He had the king.
So the odds were higher than that.
So I would have folded if it was
So let me see.
more than.
So there was the straight flush with the 8 or the king. There was a 4 of a kind. There was 1, 2, 3 full houses, a 3 of a kind, and then 3 2 pairs. right? So the odds were over 1 in 20 million that he had the straight flush, and I put him on the hand. And I had a poker channel for under like Christian Meyer, and I made 159 videos, and I made 60 videos after this to try to get sponsorship, and I never got sponsorship because once again Canada has the censorship bill to violate me. And when I was when I looked like the model there at 19, I wanted my brain to jump out on the internet, not my looks, right? So I wanted to be known for my brain, not my looks. And so I hate pumping my own tires, but I have to advocate for my evolutionary DNA. I'll show you now the pictures of my back muscles. And you can see, I'll just show you, like, you know, I look like Roman emperors. I look like Sun Tzu. I look like Japanese people. I look like Symbol. I look like Geronimo. I look like Big Bear. I look like here's a black twin of me. Here's the King of Jordan. Like, I look like a lot of people. Like, I have the most twice as many royals as anybody. Like, here's what the government of Canada does to me. This is how they aged me. They routed dogs through me to make my forehead this wrinkled, and this is how wrinkled I looked. And this was January 2nd, 2025. And here is my evolutionary pectoral muscles. And well, I have 2 pectoral muscles. Most men have 1 pectoral muscles, but I have 2. And here's a generation 1 biology back. You could see how it has indentations right there on their back. And here's my son's back. He's technically generation 1.5, and you can see he doesn't have those indentations, and he has a different musculature right there. And I'll show you there's generation 1 biology back, and then there's my back right there. And you can see how I have different muscles, right? So the government of Canada is saying that I have a mental health issue, and I don't. I'm the most capable man that's ever lived. And I'll just show you here something. Where is the proof? This is proof. This is the Seattle Seahawks 2019-2020 roster. Okay, so Travis Homer went to Texas Christian University. So my name in high school was Chris Meyer Diggins. So there was a Myers on the team. There was a Diggs. There was a Britt. There was a King. There's a DK, which is Danish for Danish King. So Knox means I'm not a sexual predator. And there's a lock on the team. So I'm the Brit King, OW, right? So basically, the government of Canada keeps me poor because they don't want me to. They don't want me to be revealed as king. But you can see if you go to my other TikTok videos that I pinned, you can see I look like yesterday I posted a video about like 20 different kings, like current kings and historic ones, and I look like every one of them, right? Because I have twice as many royals as anybody. They routed 350,000 people through my DNA, right? And so I have enhanced creativity, and you know, I have 4 relations to a field, well, at least double relations. My parents were related to a field marshal. A field marshal is the highest level in the British Army, and when they were the superpower of the world, right, it was the British Army. That there was an expression: the sun never set on the British Empire, because they had countries in all continents, right? So a field marshal would be like the field marshal of Europe, or the head general of Europe. Like, they would control an entire continent. So Field Marshal Colin Campbell, he was a baron, the first baron, but he was the field marshal. He was the guy. And my mom's brother looks like him, and my dad looks like him, and I look like him, and my brother looks like him that passed away. But so anyways, I have a double relation to a field marshal, right? So the world, like my subconscious mind, the world uses my mind for military strategy. And I'll just show you a video that I just made the other day. And like in first person shooting games, like, well, there's this one tank game I was ranked, I think 1,000, like number 1,000 in the world. And I figured I was the best non-cheat because people would shoot me through the screen and kill me. But I would drive the tank backwards, and I had like something like a 10-to-1 kill to death ratio. And let's see. So I'll play this other video. But I call this the diamond formation video. Like, this is what I would do for, like, say, a SEAL team or like a SWAT team. I'll just show you here. I just gotta look for Just takes a second here for just gotta see markers. After I've done this, I'm gonna play some poker because I want to play some. I hope I didn't delete it. I might have deleted it. Shit. But anyways, there's on my TikTok profile, there's a video of markers, and it shows I'll just show you. I'll just do it again real quick. I'll do the game pieces. So like, just say this is here, yet, and then here. And then you would have here. You could have one guy here and two guys here. It all depends on how many guys you have. So you could have it like this, or you could have it with three guys and then two. So anyways, the best shooter is in the middle. So these three guys, they're looking for like enemies this way. Enemies that could be shooting this way. So these three guys are like this. And this guy's the best shooter because these guys are the ones that are absorbing the fire. And this is the guy that's going to be taking them out, like the cleanup hitter in baseball. He's like going in between them. He's doing whatever he has to do to win for the team, right? And these guys are covering their back, his six, right? And then, so now, say the guys are coming this way. This guy could... So now they're coming this way. This guy could come here like this. And then this guy would be the second best guy. Now he's doing it like in there, and there, and there. And then where these guys are covering their back. So this would be like for a SEAL team or for SWAT to breach a house when you have, say, six guys and you're trying to, where you might get flanked or inflated. Anyways, so let's see. I haven't looked up because to me, flanking is kind of inflating, so I haven't looked up the definition for inflated. Let's see what it is. That's maybe not the correct pronunciation, but they hacked my brain for it. Well, that's basically it. So that's what because they call it enfilade, but to me, like, you're here, right? So the flank would come from here. So enfilade is like, would be shooting across the line, right? So you're coming this way. So really you'd want to direct fire this way, but at the same time, your guys are trying to get around and counter envelop them to get them. So as you're here, you're shooting across this way and across this way, but you'd be concerned about, not shooting your teammates like friendly fire, but you'd want to counter envelop them, like double envelop them to circle them and then make them give up basically. But anyways, the world uses my mind for strategy, my subconscious mind, because my IQ is something like, it's really, really high anyways, but consciously I'm diminished. So I'm not as smart as I would be with my subconscious mind because like basically part of my brain knows every single thing that's on the internet, right? They know everything. Watch this. Does my brain, like, if I'm wrong, if my brain knows everything on the internet, my face will drop. So my face dropped, right? So my brain knows everything that's on the internet. I'm the smartest person that ever lived because they routed 350,000 talented people through me, and they double. Like I'm related to every royal household on the planet, and the strong, like in Toronto, the government had to hack my body, but I would have like scaffolding. I would have it was about this thick, and I would have left finger indentations in the metal. That's how strong I am. And I'm even stronger now because I could evolve my biology. And they poisoned me to evolve my biology. So I'm even stronger now than I was in January.